Hi everybody, it's Zerimar Ramirez with Reflect God's Beauty. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be collaborating with Zerimar Ramirez Music, so please stay tuned.
So first things first, I always love to prime lids, face, lips, and moisturize at the same time. So today I'm actually going to be using Tarteist foundation. It's actually the Tarte Amazonian Clay. It's a full coverage foundation and it has SPF 15. I'm actually a little bit more warm toned than my sister is. So this is actually going to come off giving me a good coverage for her. Like I said, I really think moisturization and priming is key to the skin, especially for us women of color. Any people that are not fair-skinned, moisturizing is key. So I always mix my primer and my moisturizer. Today I'm using a Smashbox primer. It is not a primer that you would actually use for your face. It is a lid primer, but this primer is so awesome that I actually get away with when I run out of my normal face primer. I actually get away with mixing this with a little bit of moisturizer, and it is amazing. So I actually go ahead and do that with a brush, and this is just literally taking that in, working that product in on the top of your hand, and I apply it and mix it together with my foundation. I know a lot of people are doing that whole mix your powder in with your foundation and primer, and Amanda's done it before.
Yes.
So it's one of her go-tos. But for me, I like to, since I'm not going to be doing a cream contour, I'm going to be doing a powder contour. I'm going to bake and set everything as I go along and actually do the contour. So I'm going to start here. And I don't put foundation everywhere on the face. I only put it in places that are troublesome. So thanks to our genes, our mom has a bit of rosacea, and with my siblings, my sister Amanda, and we have another sister too, we get a lot of that rosiness in the cheeks that is not as desirable as it should be. It sometimes causes issues for us with either the actual contouring or highlighting, and even when we go to choose a blush, there's just something that we always look pink, we always look red. So that's why I'm glad I decided to go with a full coverage foundation today, and it's going to be stunning. Now, as we know, all of our famous celebrity makeup artists, they say to beat your neck. I agree if we're doing something with a foundation that is not exactly in your color wheelhouse here, I would suggest that we take that and blend that down into the nape. And then we go up to the hairline with the ears. And if you're doing that coverage, up to the hairline and the forehead and the other side. So as you can see with this full coverage already, Tarte has got it down. They are running the game when it comes to that. As you can see, smooth, even coverage. This is where we're going to begin the baking process. I like to take a kabuki brush, and Motto has a really nice one. It's got a good grip. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to bake the highlighted portions. I seem to have misplaced my little palette. Here we go. Sometimes the cheaper things are the best. This is Wet n Wild. This is a contour palette and corrector. And this is actually in the color Dulce de Leche. You can literally get this at Walmart for $3. So I take a generous helping, and I'm going to actually begin to bake underneath her eye right there, just like that. It is going to be literally caked on because I want that to set, and I want that to set lighter than the rest of everything else. So as you can see, it's going to be a little bit heavy there, but that's the whole point. And it's going to sit on her face for a while. I'm also going to do her nose and the chin. These are places that I concentrated the foundation on, and as you can see, I want that to actually sit quite heavily upon the skin. So we're starting to get this look now She's actually buzzing through our light here, which is good. So you can see we have even coverage, and it's starting to really get nice and matte. That's another thing. Highlighters, I think, need to do the job. Like Jeffree Star is highlighted for days. Highlighters should shimmer. Baking and contouring should not, in my opinion. If you're gonna contour, let that thing be flat. What do you think, Amanda? What's your opinion on contouring and highlighting? Do you like shimmer in your contour? Do you like it to be a matte or flat?
I'd say more matte than anything.
I agree.
Because, as you said, the highlighter's what's supposed to shimmer, not so much the contour.
Yeah. So here we go. I'm going to take this exact same palette here, and I'm going to go ahead and contour her face. Now, contour your face to your shape. So I'm going to generously tap into this brush here, and I'm going to begin to do what I call a reverse contour, okay? Contouring. So you can see the line is very pronounced in Amanda's cheeks. So we're going to go ahead and bring that in a little bit more. And then I really want to get her nose slimmed out. So right now, then I'm going to go ahead and start to buff. And I like to do this with a huge blush brush because it just gives me more control. And as you can see instantly, we're gratified right there. She is contoured, but it is blended. All right, and it's subtle, and she looks sun-kissed, and she does not look like a crazy person. All right, and that's one thing is that I find that a lot of people are contouring, and they are trying to look like these celebrity makeup artists, and, you know, they have years and years of experience and hundreds of dollars worth of products. So as you can see, we still have shadow. The light is not my friend right now, but this right here to our secondary camera and to her light looks very sculpted. So I like that. I think it's a subtle look. Turn and face me. All right. So she has a very she likes to pronounce her nose bone a little bit more than the standard person. I'm going to go ahead and blend out that bake as well. So she is now highlighted and contoured minus the shimmer. So we're kind of undecided. I would love for you to choose what color you want and show everybody the palette that you like the best to use for your highlight. Right now, she is like a huge fan of that Carly Bible palette. It is her jam. It is her jam.
There we go. You can see a little bit better. This is the deluxe edition of the Carly Bible palette, which, from what I understand, might not be around much longer, so grab it. But they have added new shades in here, and they expanded their highlighter line. And I really like this original one that came out, that they made it larger due to popular demand. And it really is a nice color. Let me just swatch it for you. It really is a nice shade, kind of pinky. But I was thinking, now with it officially being fall, we can kind of go into the golds, go into the browns if you know how to work it right. This is more kind of a summer kind of look with the pinks and the whites. So I would actually say just do a little blending. Just
Perfect.
Mix and match and transition into fall. Yes.
So, in true Jeffree Star fashion, we are going to layer the highlight. We've been watching him a lot this weekend, just catching up on his videos. Love his product. He actually has a new product that launched today. I think it's liquid lipsticks, new line. He's got something he just brought out, and it's amazing. Yeah. So, and he had 40% off on his website for the last couple of days. So, if you have not taken your behind on over, do so. And Jeffree Star is not paying us for this, but we just really enjoy it now. She is beat. She is shining. She's shimmering. It's there.
Yes.
So, all right. Taking that rose gold color. Do you know what that color is actually called?
These actually do not have names. So, yeah. Nameless.
Can you turn and face me?
Yes.
Alright, Amanda does love her highlight. I am worse though. I'm all about that Cupid's bow. I'm all about that nose. My nose looks straight up crazy, crazy, crazy amazingly shiny. And then I like to blend. After we have highlighted and contoured, she is shining subtly. This is actually probably less than what she's used to using.
Yes.
So, the next step is going to be then I want to do a little bit of blush. And so I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Contour and Blush 2 palette. And we're going to go with this beautiful terracotta color that's right there. Because like she said, it's a little bit of fall. It's a little bit of pumpkin spice lattes. And boom. These colors are hyper pigmented. These BH Cosmetic colors. And guess what? And I think it still might be, they're on sale this week for $5 on the website. So if you are a huge BH fan, hop on over.
This exact palette and the other one that has more pinky hues are $5 on BH.com.
Yep. And if you spend $50, you get free shipping. So that's the normal. All right. I like to incorporate these warm tones throughout the face, especially since Amanda said we're now in the season of pumpkin spice lattes, and I'm a weirdo. I put my blush right between my highlight and right between my contour. A lot of people don't do that. They think it's kind of 80s, but that's cool. Do you. Be happy. Express yourself. All right. The next step, see, right now we're completely done. She's got a highlight. She's got a contour. She's got her blush on. And now I'm going to go into the brows. My sister's a huge fan of the e.l.f. brow pencil. She just bought it the other day because she literally only needed a spoolie. And she ended up getting the brow kit anyways. And so I think it's great. I'm a huge fan of NYX Cosmetics. And so I'm going to be using the micro. You can get this at drugstore, $9.99, Target, $9.99. Or if you are fortunate like me, I live right across the street from a mall. They're on sale all the time, $10. I'm going to be using the color Chocolate. My sister has a little bit of natural redness that she has in her hair. My mom and her share that trait. And so Chocolate actually is a red and orange based eyebrow pencil, which is cool because I actually enjoy using their color Brunette, which it was the color that I found after I used Chocolate for about 6 months. So these pencils last a long time. This is a thinner pencil. This is going to be very similar to the micro pencils from It Cosmetics. And it's also going to be very similar to the Coco Chanel or the Chanel eyebrow pencils that are micro thin, as well as the MAC eyebrow pencils. MAC were the original OG eyebrow pencil dogs, and they're actually super thin definers. And they were probably thinner than this. It's to create that hair-like movement. As you can see, that is one coat. Her eyebrow is completely defined. And she's fortunate enough to where she has these cooler, thinner, kind of classic brows. And she's got a cool arch going on. Me, I beat my face to death. My eyebrows are big. I like them to be dramatic. It's just the former club kid in me. I enjoy big, bold brows. Yes, child, a club kid. I said it. When I was younger, I was not always a Christian. I was raised in a Christian home. We both were. And our parents still are Christians. And I'm a pastor and a worship leader. But I have a testimony. And, I grew up very strict Puerto Rican house. But when I moved away, my parents moved away my senior year of high school. And I was a wild child. So if you'll face me, I'm going to go ahead and fix that brow again. I'm going to meet it right here. A lot of you guys like that ombre effect on your brows, which I think is cool. But if you're so sparse in the middle, my perfect recommendation would be to take it and have fun drawing that brow all the way to the beginning of your tear duct. And have fun tracing that thing out and making it fuller because, this is 2017. Jeffree Star doesn't have eyebrows. Sometimes I don't either. When I tweeze and shave them too much, they disappear. So I've given Amanda a little bit different of a brow style. She's trusting me today because she's very simple when it comes to her brows. And so I've given her a little bit more definition, a little bit of an arch. It's a little scary, I know. It's a little darker than usual. But they're definitely sisters today. And then I'm also a huge fan of the Brow Power by It Cosmetics. Yet again, none of these people are paying me, but I like to go over it because this is a very neutral shade. It almost kind of has a taupe feel to it. So it kind of gives the illusion of these natural growth patterns for the brow. And if you've never played around with using two different colors on your eyebrows, I recommend it because it is just a fun, you can play around with makeup and it make it more fun. And so this kind of adds like a little bit of depth, and it toned down the red because I know that my sister really doesn't like the redness coming through that much. I'm going to be priming her lid today with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is the hotness right here. I thoroughly enjoy Lorac. I have the Lorac Pro Matte palette right here. It is a small palette that packs a lot of punch. As you can see, like I said, I'm a huge neutral chick. My neutral colors are literally almost gone. But it's just, for me, it's the best way to go. So I'm going to go with the color called Linen. This is a white matte. It's a highlighter for the brow. And I'm going to go ahead and start with that up at the very top. I'm going to go ahead and highlight her white and create a clear definition for her brow bone. And it is a bold move. If you can see, she has a hooded eyes. And so she actually is going to need that definition a lot more than normal. And I recommend if you have hooded eyebrows or eyelids that you go ahead and you make that definition up there evident, because what it does is it literally just gave her a mini eye lift. So then I'm going to take another color. It's called Latte, and it is this beautiful, almost kind of like a nude 1995 General Hospital naked lid back in the day. Do you remember that, Amanda?
Yes, I do.
Those bare nude lids.
You're reminding me how old I am.
Well, she's 31 and I'm 36, and so we have a sister that's in between us who's 34, and she would never want me to admit that on camera, but you know what? Boom, boo up your spot, Angie. Hashtag Angie Layton, 34 or 35. Wow.
32.
Yeah. She's 35, bro. Or 30. She's 32.
She's a year older
than you. Sorry, I made her a year younger than me because I'm an idiot sometimes, and my math needs a little touch from Jesus. So, because we're going to go with this neutral, I went ahead and put that spicy terracotta color from the contour kit of BH Cosmetics. Guess what, people? I'm going to use that same color on her lid, and it is going to be beautiful. So once again, I'm going to dip here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Super easy. Super pigmented. It's awesome. And so I'm going to use it to concentrate towards the middle portion of her lid right here. And there's a little bit of fallout, but it is a blush. So for me to be manipulating this in the fashion of an eyeshadow, not very different, but, want to make sure that we clean her lids off, her cheeks off. And so I'm going to press a little bit harder, get a little bit more product on my brush. And this is just a simple patting technique that I'm using. I'm packing it in because I want that pigment to be super noticeable right where I'm placing it. So I'm packing that on. So it's a little pressure. You want to let your people know when you're doing their brows, hey, I'm about to pack, and it's going to feel like I'm shoving your eyeballs back into your eye sockets, right? It's kind of what it felt like.
A little.
We're going to go ahead and blow off our brush, tap off the excess, whichever you want to do is fine. And then we're going to take this skin colored look right here, and I'm going to do the back end again and just kind of blend that into that color that I brought in from the Lorac palette called Latte. It's funny because this color is very similar to Latte. So I'm blending in that corner and I'm brightening the corner so that this color actually pops more in the center. Now, shimmer, not my thing, but we do have shimmer in her highlight, and we also have shimmer that we're going to bring in. We're going to bring shimmer into the corners. So I'm going to go ahead and take this beautiful palette here. I believe this is another BH Cosmetics product.
Profusion.
Oh, no, this is Profusion Contour. My bad, y'all. This is Profusion. You can see my sister lives for this highlighter right there.
Yes, I do.
That is her jam, okay? So I'm going to take a little bit of this highlighter and a little bit of that one, and we're going to blend in and work that contour into the top portion of her water tear duct right here. So go ahead and... Okay, so next and final step for the eyes is going to be to line them. Lining eyes is so much fun. I enjoy liquid liners a lot. I also really enjoy cream colors. And for today, I'm going to be using this Fiona Styles pencil in Violet. It's actually an eye-defining waterproof gel liner. It is a true plum color. It's pretty neat. It's kind of got this almost blackening effect. But I figured that the plum color would be something that would be nice to just bring in. So because of that subtlety that Amanda does with her eyeliner, I'm going to give her that 1980s 16 Candles Ducky eyeliner right now. And it's just going to be a very thin following of her natural lash line. And it is going to try to be as subtle as possible until I get to the ends. And then I'm just flicking up gently. Open your eye, Amanda. Very subtle line. Very, very subtle. As you can see, I don't want to close that eye off. So go ahead and close your eye for me. Face me. We're going to fill that in all the way till the tear duct line. Very thin, just following that lash line. And then here where her eye actually starts to hood, we're going to make that line a little bit thicker. Okay?
Sorry.
Oh, no. It's a pencil, so you're going to kind of feel be a little bit weird. And I like to press a little bit more firmly than normal people because I'm creating a faux cat eye on you. It's just going to be a really subtle thickening of the line towards the middle of the arch. Can you open up for me?
Yes.
Perfect. And see, ladies and gentlemen, she now has a cat eye for a hood. Hooded lids can have cat eyes. You just have to know how to draw them on. So as you can see, this is the before. No eyeliner at all. This is the after. Eyeliner for days, and it looks good, and it's opening up her eye. And the trick is to just thicken that line as we get to the arch. Boom, we start thickening. And we're not thickening up, we're thickening out. So I'm going to do the other eye, and we'll be back.
You're tickling me, I'm sorry. You want to stop it or no?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
What's tickling you, the pencil?
Yeah. And then
okay.
you're...
Okay, so just turn completely.
Okay.
Look up.
Not as much though.
Okay. All right. Look back.
Ooh.
Awesome. So that was funny. She's ticklish on her eyelids.
Yes.
Who'd have known?
Yeah.
So, she normally uses a Lancome mascara. I'm actually going to use a different mascara on her. I'm going to be using the lovely Lash Sensational Deep, Ultra Fan Effective. So, it's by Maybelline. It's drugstore. But I love the brush. It's like this
Is it a big wand?
It's not a big, it's like the Nuvo wands. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's definitely not your classic that I'm used to that I like wand. It's like this Nuvo micro technology kind of a wand you see there. It holds a bajillion ounces of product. So for me, with eyelashes, I just like for the person to focus on one point, and I just go in with and apply the mascara. Amanda has great lashes. I have none. They don't exist. They exist, because if not, there would be dirt and residue in my eyes, and I'd be a blind person. But they don't curl like hers and my mother's. I have my dad's eyelashes. They stick straight out. They're weird. They don't like to curl. I'm all about them false eyelashes. That is false eyelash life for me. So, my sisters, though, they are blessed. They have my mother's curly, superfluous eyelashes. And it's great. Not me. I got my dad's Viva Ramirez eyelashes and the eyelash drama.
What are your favorite false lashes?
Elf. They're $2. They come with glue, mind you. You could probably seal a hole in the Titanic with that glue. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is thick, but it works. It works for what you're getting. Now I'm gonna take a very fine brush, and I'm going to go. It's an angled brush. It is an eyeliner brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take some gold, and I'm going to go on her waterline below, and just wake up that waterline. Look this way. A lot of people that have hooded eyes darken and close their eyes when they line the bottom of their waterline with a color that's dark, like black or brown. If you're going to go ahead and try to get an open, fuller eye, you've put a cat eye on, you've got, your waterline needs to pop. It needs to sing. Now, I've taken it and lined it with the gold, and then now I'm going to go ahead and take a chocolate brown color from this Profusion palette, and I'm going to meet that purple at the edge, and I'm going to drag it in. Which is fun because it kind of blurs the purple a little bit towards the edge of the eyes. There's nothing weirder than a disconnected eye liner to the bottom of an eyelid. I think it's just weird. So I just drag that liner in ever so gently. And that tickled, and so she's super tickled
I'm like the
by
most,
that.
Okay, fun fact. I'm the most ticklish person like ever. Like, you can't even like hover your hand over me because I'll start laughing.
She will, and it's pretty funny.
Yes.
So I'm super conflicted because I was going to give her a very subtle, shiny nude lip, but I think I'm going to bring in this color, and it's by NYX or NYX. Who knows how to say that? Of course, it's probably NYX. And I'm going to kind of give her a dual tone. I'm going to take a ColourPop Chi, and I'm going to then put a butter gloss. I know, counterproductive, but this color sets the tone for monochromatic. And, you know, ColourPop is legit, $5 liquid lipstick, $6 liquid lipsticks. But it's going to set the tone for the dark monochromatic base that I want her lips to have. Now, she has thin lips. My sisters are definitely, they got my dad's lips. I got my mom's lips, which are fuller. But Amanda got, definitely got my dad's lips. They're little. And it's really, unless you're like a Susan Lucci pro, overdrawing thin lips is not, it doesn't work. But as you can see, this color is amazing on her, so you need to invest, get some Chi. And then I'm going to take the NYX Butter Gloss, and this color is actually called Chocolate Crepe. So it is more of a brown base to it, kind of an orangey terracotta brown. And I'm just going to go ahead and go over that ColourPop, and I'm concentrating on the full bottom lip and the little part of her Cupid's bow in the center, and she'll not even need to really, you know how when you take and blend your lips together, just blot your lips together. Don't blend it, just blot it and then open. Let me see, make sure you don't have any lipstick on your teeth. Perfect.
Yes.
So this look, my peoples, it is complete.
This legit smells like cake. Like when she was putting it on my mouth, I was like,
you're like, am I having
cake.
chocolate cake?
It really does. It
so
smells like cake.
This is the final look, people. She's a little glammed. Just do a little zhuzh of the hair.
The hair can never
make
be
the
too
Tori
big.
Kelly hair bigger.
Yes, I know, right?
So this was my natural monochromatic blessed look for Amanda. She kind of looks a little bit like Kim Kardashian. We're going to use our angles here, and we're going to bring that in and take a look over there and give that beautiful face to the camera. It was so much fun taking over Reflect God's Beauty's channel for today. Visit my page tomorrow when Reflect God's Beauty takes over Zerimar Ramirez Music and gives me a huge makeover, hair and face. So y'all see this. You see this tore up mug, right? It's going to be looking fashionable and fabulous.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
The hair. We'll give her the Tori Kelly hair.
Yes. Can't wait. So, any final words, Amanda?
Thank you so much for watching. And do not forget to share and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to hit the notification bell to get a notification when I post again in the future. And make sure to follow Zerimar Ramirez Music on YouTube and check out her song. What's the song called?
1 Corinthians 13. It's on
1 Corinthians 13 on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Yep. For real.
Yes, just search Zerimar Ramirez Music and you will not be disappointed. So we will see you guys in tomorrow's video where I attempt to do Zerimar's makeup. As you see, she's very talented and we'll see what I come up with for her.
I'm excited. See you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye.